many rewards. Sign up for our emails and monthly gifts. Save even more with the Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Apply online or see a store associate for complete details. You can order online for in-store or curbside pickup at Sutherlands.com. Sutherlands of Riverton, helping you build it better since 1917.
This is Rustler Basketball.
One-on-one, right-hand hook is good, and the Rustlers have their first lead on the fifth-ranked team in the country. Driving Marbury kicks it out. Jaden Warren high, arcing triple is good. De La Cruz, though, in the corner for three is good.
Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media is brought to you in part by Porter's Mountain View Supply, Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming, Bailey Enterprises, and Fremont Chevy of Riverton. Also by Admiral Beverage and Pepsi Cola, Fremont Therapy, Myers Gambles, County 10, the Sutherland Lumber Company, Wind River Cares, Gales Carpet One and Altitude Home Interiors, and by the Wind River Casino.
Nice give and go. Engel and Zucker.
To Rustler Gym for the Porter's Tailgate pregame show. Here's John Gabrielson.
Welcome into Rustler Gymnasium. It is Region 9 North Basketball. The CWC Rustlers and the Eastern Wyoming Lancers out of Torrington getting ready to do battle. The Lancers coming in at 1-2 on the season after getting beat Thursday night at Northwest. The Rustlers are 2-1 in conference play after they picked up a 20-point win yesterday, 97-77 over LCCC. I'm John Gabrielson. Joel Kindle will join me in just a few minutes. Congratulations to Leighton Westmoreland and the CWC women. They picked up a 91-81 win over Eastern, handing Eastern their first loss. Casper got their first loss today as well, as Western Wyoming defeated the Thunderbirds 74-67. This is the Porter's pregame show, and you've got a team, I guess teams going kind of in the different direction. Eastern 4-15 on the year. Central's on the other side, just got on the other side of the 500 ledger with a win last night. They're 11-10 on the year. More importantly, 2-1 in conference play as they will take on the Eastern Lancers here this evening. And the stage, I guess, has been set for a big three-game stretch for the Rustlers as they got a win last night. They'll play this one, then they'll go to Northwest, try to set up what could be a pretty big showdown next Saturday when the Gillette Pronghorns come. But you got business to take care of first. Coach Brad Schmidt will talk about that in our pregame segment in just a quick moment. This is your Porter's pregame show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply. An interview with the head coach, Brad Schmidt, is next on your pregame show.
Rustler Sports On Air are brought to you in part by Porter's Supply of Riverton, offering grills, spas, fire pits, gas stoves, wood-burning stoves, and Green Mountain pellets. They are located at 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton. Details can be found online at portersmvs.com. Thanks to Porter's Supply for the sponsorship of tonight's pregame show.
At Fremont Chevy in Riverton, being in the community isn't just how we do business, it's our way of life. We think of our team, our customers, and our local community as one big family. For us, being community partners is more than just a source of great pride. It gives us a deep sense of responsibility. We are excited to bring you the scoreboard for Rustler Athletics on Rustler Media. See Fremont Chevy online and at North Federal Boulevard in Riverton.
Support of Rustler Athletics comes from Sutherland's on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. Whether you have a minor repair or a large project, take advantage of Sutherland's many rewards. Sign up for our emails and monthly gifts. Save even more with the Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Apply online or see a store associate for complete details. You can order online for in-store or curbside pickup at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's of Riverton, helping you build it better since 1917.
Family on me. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Gonna give the ball to King Solomon, and he will flush it down. Talking with head coach Brad Schmidt after a 20-point win last night, and I guess we talked about, kind of the next 3 games and check off number 1.
We got the first one. I put that on the board before the game as far as one of our keys was just who's our next opponent and going 1-0 on the day. That's our main goal, and that's our approach as we get ready for Eastern today.
With that said, it's a 1-point game. I thought you had chances, I think, to end the doubt in the first half. They scrapped, scored the last 8 points of the first half, got it to within 6 or so at halftime, got it to within 1, had the ball, and after that, your team kind of closed the door on them.
You're right, John. I mean, I can distinctly remember we were in a timeout with like 10 and a half minutes left, and I think we were up 6 at that point. And I told the guys, hey, guys, this is very similar to last Saturday. Last Saturday you're up 10, we're in a timeout, a race like that. Can you guys go play a good last 10 minutes? Because you've played a pretty solid 30 minutes right now. And luckily, the last 10 minutes was probably the best basketball we had played the entire game, just as far as sharing the basketball, competing harder defensively. Jaden Warren made some outstanding plays defensively, banged an and 1-3 right in front of our bench that I think that really pulled LCCC's heart. I just didn't see the vibe and the energy from their team after that, because I thought they felt like they were kind of rallying. And then, especially when Jaden hits that, being our team guy, it just makes everybody else play a little bit harder and play a little bit better.
Especially when he's playing a little bit banged up as well and comes out and guts out that performance like that. Sam goes off for 20 in the first half. Then it was the Julian Roberts show in the second half. And then you sprinkle in the plays like Jaden. King Solomon, who is one of your leading scorers, didn't really even have to contribute in a 20-point win. I mean, he did things, obviously, but I think you have to be very pleased with how the team played last night.
100%, and it's just, we talk about being a team. I've been like that since day one of being here, and, King is a dude for us. I mean, you pull up his stats, pull up what he's done in games, and I think LCCC did a good job of trying to take him out last night, but also our ball movement was pretty sticky at times. Even times when Sam and Lawrence were kind of doing their thing, there was times where I thought King was open and didn't get the ball, but that's just part of it. And, King sat for a while with foul trouble and comes in late, gets an open 3, that's it. Yeah. It's just, he's just automatic when his feet are set. And then, Hollins is playing at a high level right now, too. When we got a guy that's 6'4", 6'5" off the bench who is shooting at about a 40% clip too. We're a very efficient team when our feet are set and we're throwing strike zone passes and knocking down threes.
Scout the opponent today. One of the leading scorers, I think, in the conference, Glover, and shoots the 3 very well. What are you guys focused on today defensively and offensively?
Number 1 key is cut the head off the snake. You just said it, Glover, and so number 2 and number 11, they're basically their starting 1 and their starting 2 guards make them go. And they take a lot of shots. They can be pretty efficient at times, but they also can get into some tough spots by over-dribbling and taking some bad shots. But that's going to be our goal. We're going to try to take those 2 guys out. It's basically going to be pressuring them in the full court with our press, and then once they get across half court, we're going to jump switch. We're going to blitz pick on balls with their 5-man, and we're going to get the ball out of those guys' hands and make them as uncomfortable as possible. And then physicality. Last night we won the rebounding margin by 11. If we stay even on the glass moving forward, we are going to be a tough team to beat because that's been our Achilles heel all year, is just rebounding the basketball.
Speaking of Achilles, that was what was kind of bothering Jaden. Didn't notice it in his play. Obviously, hopefully he's not too sore today. It detracts there. Lucas feeling a little better. I don't know if you've seen him yet because of when we're doing this interview yet, but after the game last night, I guess.
Engel's fine. He had him and Hollins both had the flu. They share a room on campus, so they both got a little sick early in the week, but I thought Engel played fine last night. I think his cardio and his motor was down a little bit, but he should be better today. And we have 10 guys, and I would be shocked if all 10 of them don't play again.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Appreciate it. We'll talk to a couple of them after it's over.
Thanks, John.
Head coach Brad Schmidt, CWC Rustler men's basketball team taking on Eastern Wyoming. Region 9 North battle next on Rustler Radio.
All right, Pepsi-loving football fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. You heard that right, trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, like literal trash. And it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage can. No, recycling might not be as thrilling as converting a 4th and long or taking a kickoff to the house. But I think we can all agree Hail Marrying plastic bottles into the recycling bin gets pretty close. And let's be honest, your spiral could use some work. So next time you're thinking about throwing that Pepsi Zero Sugar bottle away, just cap it back up and pretend you're down by 6 with the recycling bin wide open. Know the difference? Make a difference. Be a team player and recycle. Visit PepsiTrashTalk.com to learn more.
Rustler Media. Your home of Rustler basketball.
Well, barring another national anthem, which doesn't normally happen, but it did yesterday. They don't have a singer today. We're going to give you starting lineups here first as we get ready for the Rustlers and the Lancers. You heard Coach Brad Schmidt. And the Rustlers will start like this. Wearing number 2 is a 5'10 sophomore from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Ranks 6th in the North in steals and had a few last night as well, averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds per ball game. Is Lawrence De La Cruz is the point guard. Number 4 is the leader of this team, heart and soul-wise, the 6'2 sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Mr. Non-stat.
Exactly. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, Bella Vista Prep. And that is Jaden Warren. He's been battling an Achilles injury for about the last 3 weeks. Has not really participated in shoot-arounds. And, he's there. He's doing all of his stuff, just hobbled a bit.
Yeah, does that mean he won't hustle tonight?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely not, as you'll see him all over the place tonight. Wearing number 10 is a 6-foot freshman from Sacramento, California. He is number 1 in the North in three-point percentage, just ahead of a guy I'll introduce on the other side of the court here in just a minute. That is King Solomon, wearing number 10, averaging 15 points per ball game. Wearing number 11, the 6'6 freshman, he's averaging 26 points a game over the last 5 games. Out of Cleveland, Ohio, he has scored 31 twice this year. Once was last night. That is Sam Marbury. And wearing number 20, the 6'10 sophomore, also out of Phoenix, Arizona, Bella Vista Prep, is Julian Roberts, 15.3 points per ball game, 6 rebounds. He had a double-double last night. It'll be De La Cruz, Warren, Solomon, Marbury, and Roberts. The 5 on the floor for the Rustlers, back in their home whites tonight with a black and orange intermittent stripe down the side of their basketball jerseys. They are head coached by Brad Schmidt in his 6th season, assisted by Mike Newman, who is in his first year as a assistant basketball coach for Central. He is also our head golf coach at CWC, and they'll be cranking back up in the month of March and April as well. Tom Anderson is a longtime coach at Eastern Wyoming. He has been the girls coach since 2007 up until the last few years, then has transitioned over to the guys side. Tom Anderson as the head coach.
He also long-term coaches. I'm thinking about their volleyball coach that was there for 2 eternities.
Yeah, Verl Petch was there for a decade or 2 as well. Tom Anderson actually coached, she's not ours anymore, but Sarah Watson coached her at Shadron, in fact, back in the day.
She can still be one of us.
Yeah, well, she left us. Like I said, she's dead to us, so no, I'm kidding. Let's get to the starting lineups. Are we going to do another national anthem? Yes. And we are going to have it sung. So we'll step aside on radio, and we'll be back with the Eastern starting lineups right after this.
Winter driving in Wyoming requires a light touch and a cautious approach. This is Cody Beers with WYDOT. Think about these winter driving tips. It takes extra time to slow down or stop on slick roads. Try to avoid using your cruise control when road conditions are slick. Drive at appropriate speeds in the winter. Are you in that big of a hurry? If you encounter poor visibility, such as a ground blizzard or snowstorm, slow down. Slow down for your safety and mine. If you don't have to go, don't. And please, buckle up.
This broadcast comes to you in part by Fremont Therapy. They offer physical, occupational, and sports therapy in Lander, Riverton, Rawlins, and Green River, Wyoming. They are the scoreboard sponsor for tonight's game and can be found online at FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Bailey Enterprises is a supporter of CWC athletic broadcasts. Bailey's operates Pit Stop Travel Centers, Bailey Tire and Auto Service, Bailey Oil Company, Speedway Cafe, Evergreen Wholesale, and Central Wyoming Transportation. All can be found online at BaileyTire.com. Stick around for Bailey's postgame show after the game.
County10.com supports this Rustler Radio broadcast. At County 10, their mission is to connect the communities that make up Fremont County. Whether you're looking for updated community news, the local events calendar, up-to-date job listings, the details about new businesses in town, the Student of the Week spotlight, or just want to watch local athletic events, County10.com is working to keep Fremont County communities connected.
The Rustler 500. Your chance to win part of $15,000 in prize money while helping CWC athletes.
The winner will get $10,000.
Check out more at rustlerathletics.com.
National anthem sung very well once again here at Rustler Gymnasium, and we'll get you the starting lineups. And we'll go now with the Eastern Lancers head coach Tom Anderson. Number 2 from Brookshire, Texas, averages 19 points a game. He's the number 1 scorer in the North. He is also just behind our King Solomon as a three-point shooter. The 6'2 sophomore is Micah Glover. Wearing number 11, a 6'2 freshman from Houston, Texas, averages 12 points a game. 7th in steals in the Region 9 North is Julius Crosby. Wearing number 21 is Kyrie Rashad. He is a 6'8 freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, a 6.8 rebound performer. Number 23 is a 6'5 freshman from Salt Lake City. He has 13.7 rebounds. 4th leading rebounder in Region 9 is Micaiah Tarver. And number 32 is a 6'8 freshman from France, is Jules Taboul. As it will be Glover, Crosby, Rashid, Tarver, and Taboul. Eastern averages 75 points a game under head coach Tom Anderson. Central coming in averaging just under 82 points per ball game under Brad Schmidt in his 6th season.
You know, you could put together an all-Phoenix Region 9 team if you wanted to.
No kidding. Yeah, between last night's teammates from Phoenix and Central's teammates from Phoenix as well. Big congratulations to Leighton Westmoreland and the CWC women. Picked up a Region 9 North victory and an 91-81 win over Eastern Wyoming just a few minutes ago.
We had a gal from Mesa on their team, by the way.
And here we are now as we get ready for the men's game. 2-1 Rustlers, 1-2 Lancers in Region 9 North. Roberts and Taboul will step into the midcourt circle, and Central will win it. And it will be De La Cruz starting things off. He is going to be guarded by Glover as Julian Roberts with a left hand has the ball way to the outside, spins, jumps it out to De La Cruz. Ball bounces through his hand. 10 to shoot on the first possession of the game. Now 7, De La Cruz to Roberts. Deep in the left side corner, triple is no good. Ball knocked up in the air and kept alive by who else? Jaden Warren. He'll get the rebound and will be fouled.
That means we got to give him a stat.
That foul is whistled on Micaiah Tarver. First personal on him. Solomon, baseline Roberts. He'll turn around 8. That'll nestle itself right in. And Julian Roberts has a 2-point basket, and the Rustlers are out in front. Crosby will bring it across the timeline. He's going to get it into the paint, steps back, and he traveled, double dribble, palmed it somewhere in that neighborhood. And the turnover will give the ball to the Rustlers. First turnover on the first possession of the game for the Lancers, dressed in their road blacks, white numbers, yellow gold trim, Eastern across their front, black and yellow and white stripe down the side. Marbury, one-on-one, turns, fades for 8, and gets it as he goes over Rashed. And Marbury makes it a 4-0 Rustler advantage early on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, just underway here from Central Wyoming College. Right side, and another foul away from the basketball. This one is on Rashed, and that'll be the second turnover of the game for the Lancers. Minute and a half gone by, 4-0 Central out in front. Right side, King Solomon, deep three, buries it. Top three-point shooter in Region 9 for a reason. 7-0 Rustlers on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Trying to take Eastern out of this early. Crosby guarded by Solomon. Glover's going to be fouled from behind by De La Cruz. Number 1 on Lawrence. And it will be Lancer basketball out of bounds. Central next up. Central a little confusion on who's guarding who. Tabul gets wide open on the inbound underneath. He missed it. Roberts will get the rebound. Well, he was point blank on that one. Central back at it Tuesday night on the road at Northwest in Powell. They'll take care of business on this one here. Marbury long triple. Looks good as good. Boy, the Rustlers right now 4 of 5, including 2 of 3 from the arc early going, and have a 10-point advantage on the Lancers. 2.5 minutes gone by in the first half rather. And the foul is going to be called on Jaden Warren just inside the half-court stripe.
Just think how the confidence must be building for this team, too, as the season's been going on.
Glover has not had an opportunity as of yet. Guarded by Solomon. Spins inside the 15-foot mark. Missed it. And Julian Roberts with his second rebound of the day. And it goes knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Rustler basketball. 10-0 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. We've not played 3 minutes quite yet.
I think psychologically it's a big boost to get above 500 overall with your record like they were yesterday.
11-10. King Solomon, another long three from almost the same spot. Doesn't get that one to go. Tarver will bring it across the timeline after the rebound. Crosby in the paint. Floater for 8. Missed it. Tabul puts it back up. That doesn't go. And then Roberts gets the rebound. And he will be fouled. 3 rebounds for Julian Roberts. Foul is John Tabul, and Coach Anderson will call a timeout. At the 16:51 mark, his team's scoreless right now. Central 4 of 6, including 2 of 4 from the arc. Right now, Eastern is 0 for 4 in the ballgame. Central got a quick lead yesterday. Eastern, LCCC hit the first bucket of the game. Then De La Cruz scored the next 4 points, and then they never looked back. It was tentative at one point at 55-54, but Central then poured it on and ended up winning by 20.
Yeah, a game with 1 lead change, as it were.
Central is out to a 10-0 lead early on here. Marbury has 5.
And the way things are going, there may not be a lead change in this game.
Right. Solomon has 3. Roberts has 2 of the 10 that are out there on the board. Roberts gives it to De La Cruz, left side, guarded by Glover. Tries to go down low to Roberts. A couple of Lancers got their jousting sticks out, knocked that one away.
What are those called?
It's a good question. Jousting sticks, that's where I went with that. Lance, maybe their Lance is. Roberts on the inbound.
Against the Lancers, no less.
Will drop it in from about 8 on the left side, and it's a lead of a dozen for the Rustlers now. Tay Hollins has checked into the contest for Central. Great solid minutes for Tay yesterday, the Roseville, California freshman. Averages just under 5 a game. And a steal by Marbury as he steps in from behind. Right side, De La Cruz hooks it back to Solomon now. Marbury pump fake, got Glover in the air, takes it to the rack and scores. And he even almost hesitated after he got Glover in the air, like, should I go or should I stay? And he goes and he scores.
Got the clash record there going.
14-point run till now as finally Tarver dents the scoreboard for Eastern Wyoming. First 4 minutes of the game was a 14-0 Central run. 14-2 the score now. Engel and Beeman will check in on the next stop in play as Julian Roberts nets a 3. He's got 7, and the Rustlers out to a 15-point lead. Not quite 5 minutes into the ball game. Glover, North leading scorer in the Region 9 through 3 games. Goes out to the up top, Tarver. He'll fire for 15 again, and Marbury gets leveled. They'll call Sam on the foul as Rashid, and he got tangled up. They'll call Marbury, who ended up on the ground for the foul. And it will be Eastern basketball out of bounds.
No, you got the beat.
Lucas Engel checks in. He and Tay Holland's roommates, both of them under the weather, as Lucas will tip that one out of there. Tay says he's on the mend, and Lucas says, I don't feel great, as Glover finally gets into the scoring column. Said still doesn't feel 100%. Tay is getting a little closer to that. Long shot, King Solomon. Triple misses. And the rebound comes to Tarver. 17-4, 14:40 left here in the first half. Tabul. Stolen by Hollins. Tay gives it back to Solomon. No look pass. Marbury goes to the baseline, tries to triple. Missed it. Tay Hollins gets the offensive rebound, and Central will reload. Tay's dad played pro baseball in the late 90s. Driving, Marbury gets it across the face. He'll go to the free throw line after he'll cover up that face for a second.
You go back then and take the off record a little bit, but that was the sport to be played back then. Now basketball sort of overcome that as the cool sport, really. Like, what is it? What percentage of Americans are playing, in the major leagues right now? It's not high.
Durante Hollins, his father. He's Durante Jr., I do believe. I asked him what his 10-second talent is. He said I can do a cartwheel. And he said winning a big Vegas tournament with only 6 players was a highlight to his athletic career. Salduga Morobuto will check into the contest. We'll see Ryan Wells come from Marbury after this second free throw as Sam misses the first. Second one is good. And here will come Ryan Wells into the contest for Sam Marbury. Sam has 8 already. He had 20 in the first half yesterday. Scored 11 in the second half to go for 31 on the contest.
This is entirely the backup unit right here.
Yeah, the first 5 is on the bench, and then the only other 5 they have out there right now.
I almost hate saying it that way because it sounds like they're simply understudies, but no, they have contributed. I think since they've lost some players off this team, the second 5 has been very important to them.
Tarver misses the 3. Ball bounces off the leg of a Rustler, and it will stay Eastern basketball. 20 on the shot clock. Get immediate timeout on the next stop in play, as they'll inbound it into MJ Binford, who has checked into the contest for Eastern. Also, Nick Quocom Ngomo turns around. He'll fire for 8. Missed it badly. And the rebound comes into the hands of Ryan Wells.
Well, the defense is not making anything easy for this team right now.
Hollins wide open. Triple left side. Airmails it. Out of bounds, and we'll get our first media timeout of the contest with the Rustlers out in front 18-4 at the 13:38 mark of the first half. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Rustler basketball on 88.1.
Hey, high school juniors and seniors, get ready for an incredible day of exploration and opportunity at CWC Discover Day, Wednesday, February 21st. Discover your dream major at the academic fair and explore our beautiful campus. Parents, we've got you covered with a special session right before you get a free lunch. Get the inside scoop on all CWC programs at the information session. And of course, don't miss the prizes at 2:00 p.m. for your chance to win something special. Text the word DISCOVER to 855-2001 for more information or RSVP at cwc.edu/discover to secure your spot. This exclusive event is for high school juniors and seniors, so bring your friends and let's explore endless possibilities together. Don't miss this chance to shape your future. Wednesday, February 21st. Text DISCOVER to 855-2001. CWC Discover Day.
The Wyoming Cowboys are in overtime with the top 25 ranked CSU Rams leading 69-68. 3 minutes left in the extra period going on in Laramie as
2 Mountain West teams ranked right now.
On the way, triple misses by Ngomo, but a rebound by Glover. And they'll call him for a double dribble. And that'll be a turnover on Eastern Wyoming. They're 5th already. I don't have CWC at a turnover as of yet. Shooting 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 8 from the arc right now.
We haven't had our January 3-second call yet this year either, so.
Yeah, no, not for the new year we haven't. We did in the ladies, well, no, we didn't. We had one ask for a 3-second count on the ladies' side. Hollins, Duga Moriboto. He'll penetrate as it's stripped out of there. There's our first turnover. Binford stole it. Binford's going to go to the baseline. Looked like he might have traveled with it. Shot floating, no good. Rebound Glover. He'll turn around for 6. That's no good.
Nice block out that time, too, by the Rustlers.
Engel had a piece of it. Engel underneath. Turns around, fires it off glass and scores. And you can tell Lucas doesn't quite feel 100% as he didn't quite have that pep in his step that we normally see as that one gets knocked out of there, but he is not back down out there. He is hanging tough and playing and scores down in the trees down there.
What I like about him is he's a good interior passer as well.
20-4 Central. Not quite 8 minutes gone by here in the first half. Tarver guarded by Warren, who has got back into the game. Shot missed by Ngomo, got his own rebound, however. Take it into the paint, and he'll try to gallop past Engel, and Lucas going to get called for the foul on the way by. Appreciate you tuning in on RustlerAthletics.com. Casper is out in front of Western Wyoming by 15 right now. And dribbling it on the end line is Tarver. And out of bounds, it'll go to CWC on another turnover by Eastern Wyoming. They're 6th. Casper leading Western right now 25-10. Western got pummeled by Gillette earlier in the week. And now stinging a bit to Casper at the Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gym. Engel to Wells. Guarded by Ryan A. Is that ball tipped into the hands of Wells? He'll fire a 3. It doesn't go. And the rebound by Hano Speetwee. And they'll turn it over back into the Eastern bench. 20-4, 4 points in the first 8 minutes and change for Eastern, thanks to a pretty good Central defense right now. Rustler changes coming up as Duga Moriboto throws one up wildly with a left hand, and he got it to go. Wow, where did that one come from? Sal Duga Moriboto with his first basket of the game. Turning is Ngomo for 3. That's good for Eastern. Nick Quocom Ngomo. He is out of France as well. Jaden Warren's going to take it to the rack. He'll miss it, but he got knocked on his keister. He'll be fouled. Fitwee, I believe.
That was on Binford, his first.
Nope, Binford, excuse me. 5, not 4. 4 new Rustlers going to check in as Jaden Warren will go to the free throw line. Central as a team, 74% free throw shooting. Eastern as a team, 64% free throw shooting. As Jaden cannot get the first.
Eastern scores a fair amount of points, but they give up a whole lot.
Starting 5 back on the court for Central. De La Cruz, Solomon, Marbury, and Roberts, along with Jaden Warren, who's at the free throw line. Shot on the way is an air ball, unfortunately. Katie Walker and SB Vergara will join us at halftime of the men's game after the ladies picked up a much-needed conference win, winning 91-81 over the Eastern women. Tarver hands it off to Fitwee. Eye with it. He'll hook it. It got knocked away by Marbury and taken away by Roberts. 8 turnovers by the Lancers in the first 9 minutes of the game. Warren to Solomon. Now left side, way outside Marbury. Lob it down low to Roberts. Cooks it out. One more extra pass. Solomon can't get the 3 away. Marbury will, though, on the right side angle, and he'll drain it. 11 for Sam Marbury. the Clevelandian, and it's 25-7 Rustlers, an 18-point advantage, their biggest of the night. Tarver spins, blocked as out of his hands, but he'll gather it back in, working on Marbury, and he'll put it up and in. Good stick-to-itiveness by Micaiah Tarver. Lose it, gather it, score it. De La Cruz to Marbury. To Warren, now baseline, King Solomon. He'll go with a reverse lay and he'll miss. And Tarver takes the rebound away for Eastern Wyoming. Right side outside, and Ngomo for a triple again. No good. Long rebound out, tapped out into the hands of Marbury. Nobody home, and he will flush it. Tarver answers with a triple on the other side. You know, if it's not for Micaiah Tarver, he's got 7 right now. If it's not for him stepping up, this one's even worse than it is right now at 27-11. And taking it the distance was Marbury. As he faked the dish to Robertson, will go to the free throw line. Binford will pick up foul number 2. 9:26 left in the first half. Cowboys trail now by 2 in overtime in the AA with a timeout coming. Marbury's free throw is good. He had 20 in the first half yesterday. He's already got 14. He's outscored Eastern himself with 14 points. And coming out of the game is Ryan I, and took the long way around to come to the bench for Coach Anderson. Rodrigo Sanchez has come in as Marbury gets both. Fitwee with it. 29-11. Shot no good, and a rebound by Julian Roberts. Up ahead, Marbury in traffic, lays it in. 17 in the first 11 minutes. Ball knocked out of bounds by De La Cruz. 17 points for Sam Marbury in the first 11 minutes. Nine left to play in the first. A 20-point Central advantage. Ball tipped twice, touched out of bounds, stays Eastern basketball. Well, and for some reason, they've deducted a point from the Lancers, so one of the threes either by Ngomo
Things go bad, they go bad.
or Tarver were only in 2, yeah. So it's a 20-point game now. Largest lead of the night. Fitwee is going to be fouled by Warren. It wasn't so much the contact as the spike motion that Jaden gave him. And that'll be number 2 on Jaden Warren, and it will send Hanos Fitwee to the line. Fitwee, a 6-foot freshman out of Denver, Colorado.
That is the player closest to Torrington of anybody on their roster.
And it's most alike Denver and Torrington, the two cities as well.
One's more odiferous.
Free throw by, I couldn't resist that one. Fitwee free throw is good. Second one is also as good. 8:45 left to play in the first. Central has bolted out to a big lead as De La Cruz shaking and baking on the low block, bank one off the window and score. Back to a 20-point game. Glover up ahead to,
that was kind of a wild dribble,
Ben Haruga. Spinning, Tarver over Roberts, got his own rebound, rejected, and the rebound by Tay Hollins. Cross court, Marbury, wide open triple, throws it over the top, and it's tipped out of there and taken away by Fitwee, and he'll be fouled. And that will be team foul number 6 on Central as the foul is on King Solomon. King will get his first. 8:04 left, and Lucas Hengel will check in for Julian Roberts. You know, Coach had talked about playing those two together more, but
We haven't seen it yet today.
Well, and honestly, out of necessity, they really haven't needed that, as they have played well within their
rebounds.
Their own system. Yes. Benaruga, three-pointer, no good. Marbury gets the Rustler rebound. 1 of 6 Eastern from 3. De La Cruz buries that triple in the right side corner. Central 5 of 11 from the arc. And now a 23-point lead for Central, their biggest. Glover spins, nice touch off the window as he spins to the right side. And the Region 9 North leading scorer now has 4. Solomon, nice pink shoes on King. De La Cruz, back-to-back triple, why not?
Opposite corners.
39-15 Central. 39 points in the first 13 minutes. Ball poked away from behind, but a foul called on De La Cruz. As Lawrence will get his second personal. This is, where is it? 25th meeting. Central leads this series 17-7. They're 3-3 in the last 6 meetings, though. And here's a stat that I'm not going to foreshadow anything with 27 minutes left, but most points scored by either team is 106. Both have scored 106 as Benaruga misses the free throw. And the rebound by Lucas Engel. That could be in danger the way the Rustlers are playing this first 13 minutes of the ball game. Beeman out to Duga Moroboda. Bradley gets it back. Now Hollins. Wells pushed by Ben Haruga in the corner. Flips it up top. Almost throws it away. 10 to shoot. Hollins dishes back to Engel.
What did I say by Hollins earlier?
Yeah, it was. 5 to shoot. Good defense by Eastern. Duga Morobodo at the buzzer, off glass. Barely drew iron, and the rebound comes away to Glover. Good defensive possession that time.
By drawing iron, had we got the rebound, it still would have been
good defensive possession by the Lancers. Fitwe has it knocked away and taken away. He wanted a foul. He's holding his lip, checking for blood. And Coach Anderson saying, hey, what the heck? What gives? My guy just got tore apart down there, and we're going to get immediate timeout.
What the heck, huh?
Something along that nature. Timeout on the floor. 6:22 left to play first half. Rustlers, all Rustlers, 39-15. We'll be back after this timeout on 88.1.
A big win sponsor of the Rustler Athletic Booster Club is Health Source Chiropractic of Riverton, restoring health through the relentless pursuit of exceptional care. They offer chiropractic care and exercise therapy for everyone. Services include spinal decompression for degenerative or bulging discs without surgery and custom orthotics. They also have health products and nutritional supplements. See them at 910 North 8th West in Riverton or online at healthsourcechiro.com/Riverton.
Rustlers on top, 6:22 left first half, 39-15. The Wyoming Cowboys have a 1-point lead with 2.6 seconds left in Laramie, trying to A, knock off the Rams in the border war, and B, knock off the 23rd ranked team in the country in the border war as well. So Cowboys going to the line with 1.9 seconds left to play at the AA. Going to the line will be Bradley Beeman, as that is the 7th team foul. It was called on Rayan Benaruga. Beeman to the line. First is no good. Benaruga with the rebound. Cowboy free throw number 1 is good. It's a 2-point game. Nice job by Fitwe. He's going to be fouled as he attacked Lucas Engel down low. And it's going to go against Hollins or Lucas. It's going to go against Lucas. Engel will get his second personal, and Fitwe will go back to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 on the day. Cowboys make both triple, and the Cowboys have won it. And Q storm the court, because that's what we do at Wyoming on every win we get. I mean, okay, beating a 23rd ranked team in the country. Here they come. They're storming the court now.
What the heck?
It was a little late, but Fitwe gets the first. Second is on the way, and good as well. Cowboys win it 79-76 in overtime at the AA in Laramie.
Getting more mileage out of that team than they expected when the season began.
triple by Tay Hollins in the left side corner, and the Rustlers with a 25-point lead now, 42-17.
Hollins has played especially well the last couple of nights.
Yeah, very solid 2 performances. Driving and getting fouled is Crosby. He'll go shoot free throws on the 3rd foul on Lucas Engel.
That's a tough call on Mr. Engel, because I thought he was basically getting pushed as he was, holding his ground.
The Thunderbirds are doing to Western what Central is doing to Eastern right now. 40-17 in Casper.
Well, look how close the 2 scores are.
With 4:29 left in theirs, as that free throw is good by Crosby. Central substitutions. Engel is out. Roberts is back in. Crosby gets both. 6 of 7 from the line are the Lancers. Both benches have contributed 7 points in the contest. Hollins, nice dish to Roberts. Left hand spins, pushes it up, no good. Ryan Wells, though, the offensive rebound, and a travel violation on Beeman will turn it over. But second board of the day for Ryan Wells, and that's why he's getting those minutes. His 2 rebound, pretty much.
I think everybody's getting the minutes, too, because of the lopsidedness of this game, too.
Definitely so. See Coach Anderson on your screen as his team has it in the front court. Tarver back up top. Pump fake and a foul call as Ryan A. is fouled by Sal Dugam Moroboto. 10th team foul on the Rustlers, and it will put them to the line for a pair for the final 5:07 of the first half. Ryan A. to the line. Ryan is out of France, 6'5" freshman. And the free throw is good. Free throws keeping them at even where they're at right now, 7 of 8 in the first half for the Lancers. They've committed 9 turnovers, 6 of 22 from the field. Central 7 of 14 from the arc as they've shot well there. They're also 16 of 26 for the game. A gets both. 42-21, Central has them doubled up. Driving, Wells, he'll take it all the way to the rack and he'll score. Nice job, Ryan Wells, taking it to the right side, putting it off glass and in. 44-21. Crosby, the end one mixtape tour, and he'll get called for the travel.
I think that tour has ended, some time ago.
Pulled the plug on that one. 10 turnovers for Eastern as Coach Schmidt freely subbing at this point. De La Cruz, Solomon, Wells, Roberts, and Hollins, the 5 on the court for the Rustlers. Under 5 minutes left to play in the first half, 44-21. Hollins to Roberts. Back out. De La Cruz penetrates, floats it outside. Wells for a triple in the corner. Missed it. Tarver the rebound. 5 rebounds, 6 points for Micah Tarver. And flipping it out to A. He'll go baseline, and he's fouled by Solomon. If there's any kind of nick in the armor for the Rustlers right now, it is be that they have had 11 fouls in the first half and are putting the Lancers to the line instead of moving out their feet and keeping things in front of them on defense. They're fouling. Still a 23-point differential on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard right now. Casper has a 25-point differential on Western as Ryan A. makes the free throw. Eastern only has 6 made field goals to go along with 9 free throws, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Wells is out, Marbury back in for C-Dub. A gets the second, he's 4 for 4. 10 of 11 are the Lancers from the line. 44-23 C-Dub, 4 minutes left to play. Clock. Steal by Glover. 3rd turnover of the game. Glover up ahead, laid off glass and in for Crosby. Turnover number 3 on Central. Under 4 minutes now on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Have the ladies from the 10-point win earlier coming up at halftime. And a hand check foul on Rodrigo Sanchez will put Sam Marbury to the line.
Sanchez, that's his first.
Number 1 on Rodrigo. 8th team foul on the visitors, and it will put Sam Marbury to the line. 17 first half points for Sam. 18 first half points for Sam. Had 20 in the first half yesterday, and I mentioned this 26 he's averaging over his last 5 or 6 games. And he gets both. You got to think, putting himself into that Region 9 Player of the Year talk.
Of course, a lot of it depends on how your team does, in all honesty, as well.
Rodrigo Sanchez in the paint. Good defense by Roberts, but he got it to go. Roberts had pretty good defense, made him adjust, takes a victory lap, comes back off the glass, and
2 laps.
Falls in. 3:20 left. Driving, De La Cruz laid up and in. Just took it on his own and a quick first step. 10 first half points for Lawrence De La Cruz. Crosby. Got called for the travel. He's kind of got his palms up like what happened. He kept the dribble, did he not? Or did he give up the dribble?
It's one of those ones you'd like to see again.
Right. Turnover number 11 with 3 minutes left to play. 48-27. Rustlers by 21. Hollins flies down, misses it. Tarver the rebound. Long pass up ahead and a flush by Ryan A. Sparked by Tarver and the rebound and a long pass. De La Cruz on the other end got it altered. Misses it. A the rebound. Sanchez hands it back off Tarver, and Roberts just kind of let him go. Quick little spurt by the Lancers makes it a 17-point game.
A bit of a lapse by the Rustlers, I'm thinking.
Yeah, forced a couple of quick ones on one end of the court, and then kind of gave up the play on the other side with 2 minutes left. Need to finish this last 2:10 as strong as they have played all half. Marbury in traffic banks it off glass. He's got 21 in the first half now. Nice little move by Marbury. Fitley loses it. De La Cruz chunks it up kind of wildly. And Sam wanted an and one, doesn't get it, as you might have heard in the hoop mic we have. Back to a 21-point lead, and Rodrigo takes it to the... This is kind of like being played like the end of a ball game right now, rather than an end of a half. The way they're just kind of up and down the floor. 90 seconds left in the first half. Central putting up 52 in the first half. Roberts to make it 55, yes. 10 points for Juice. Back to a 22-point advantage. Glover stops and left it short for 10. And Julian Roberts his 5th rebound of the ball game. Minute left to play in the first half. It's all Central. And an offensive foul on Marbury. In disbelief, you might have heard that picked up on there as well.
Marbury is going in disbelief, but he didn't see the foul behind him.
He's the one that committed the foul offensively.
Oh. He didn't see it either.
Yeah, that's correct. Tarver, long 2 is no good. Roberts, rebound number 6. Marbury in traffic, has it blocked away from him. Gathers it back in, steps in, puts it up, misses it. Kind of like determination by Marbury. He'll go back to the line. And he'll shoot 2.
That's the post-frustration of the previous call, I think.
Right. Tarver picks up his 2nd. Marbury will go to the line, and his teammates desert him to go talk to Brad Schmidt. He's all alone on the rebounding lanes now to shoot free throws. First of which is good. 24 first half points. He himself is only 9 points behind the Eastern Lancers right now. The referee threw him the ball before he was ready to handle it, but he gloves it. And he'll go to the stripe, and he'll miss it. He's missed two.
He's actually missed a couple.
Tarver in traffic as he'll fire it off glass and score. Tarver now in double figures has 10. Shot clock 3 seconds ahead of the game clock at 24 and 27. De La Cruz worked on by Glover. Going to go 4 low. De La Cruz really making him use that left hand is Glover. De La Cruz going to take off with it. He'll take it to the rack. He'll miss it. Volleyballed around and out at the three-point line is A for the rebound. And the triple by Tarver is good. And that's how the first half comes to an end. But it's been all Rustlers. They put up 56 in the first 20 minutes of the ball game. And Central with a 56-30 lead on the Eastern Wyoming Lancers. 56-38, led by 25 at one point. Take an 18-point lead into the half, hitting 8 of 16 from the arc. 21 of 37 for 57% for the game. And they would hit 6 of 11 free throws. 9 points off the bench, 17 off the bench for the Lancers. But they trail by 18. So 56-38 our score at the break. We'll come back. We'll talk some women's basketball after they got a big W. This is your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Central on top 56-38.
Rustler Sports On Air are brought to you in part by Porter's Supply of Riverton, offering grills, spas, fire pits, gas stoves, wood-burning stoves, and Green Mountain pellets. They are located at 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton. Details can be found online at portersmvs.com. Thanks to Porter's Supply for the sponsorship of tonight's pregame show.
Myers Gambles is a proud supporter of Rustler Sports broadcasts. They're located in downtown Lander at 420 Main Street, offering furniture, mattresses, appliances, home office, kitchen, and more. They feature brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jenn-Air. Turn around, shop in town. More details can be found online at landergambles.com.
Welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and our friends at Wydot. Central men out in front to a 56-38 lead on Eastern Wyoming. And congratulations to Leighton Westmoreland and the CWC ladies with a 91-81 win. Their first in Region 9 play this year, now 1-3. Eastern loses their first. They're 3-1. 91-81. And Katie Walker, congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
Has to feel pretty good.
It does.
There was a point, though. You're up 9-2. And it's almost deja vu of 12-4 last night when the wagon wheels kind of came off. They went on, I think, a 17 or 18-point run. 7-minute drought you guys had. What's going through your mind at that point? What turned it around?
I think we just need to realize that we just need to take everything one play at a time. I think we all get too ahead of ourselves when we realize we start scoring, and then we just get way too overconfident. And I think we just need to realize we need to take everything one play at a time, just keep in it. And even if we end up getting down, we need to realize that it's not the end of the game and we still have 3 other quarters to play.
Well, speaking of scoring and other quarters, how about 28 in the third? You guys scored 35 again in the fourth quarter.
Apparently, we are very much a fourth quarter team.
Well, don't let it come to that most times if you can help it. But, yeah, back-to-back nights, 35 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think after the tough loss last night that we definitely could have had, I think we did not want to lose tonight. So we just turned up the heat and, we were ready for it.
I was going to ask you about last night. What happened last night set you up for what happened today in a way?
Yeah, I think we definitely realized that we could have won last night, and it was just simple mistakes that we could 100% fix today, and I think we fixed them today because we were ready for that win. We were hungry for that win. So.
Go ahead.
I thought, too, you take a game like last night. Somebody says you take a win and go with it. I thought it was a loss that you could take good out of that and go with it. And I think that's what, at least from my viewpoint, maybe happened.
Yeah, it was definitely an eye-opener that we have the potential to be so much better than we are, and I think we proved it tonight by beating Eastern.
What did Coach say to you guys in the post? I mean, this is a much-needed W to go now to be 1-3 and beat a team that was front-running.
Yeah. After the game, he really just said he was proud of us. We had bench players, too, that contributed. He said when we all contribute, that's when we win. And it was awesome to even have our bench players out here hitting threes and
Marin.
getting rebounds and stuff like that. So he said when we're all in it together, that's when we have our wins.
All 5 starters in double figures tonight. You added 8 with 3 rebounds. Crizel had 2 big threes. Marin had a 3. Latai, besides elbowing you in the sternum, getting a couple of points as well.
I was going to say something about bench players, and that is I remember talking to a DuBois coach. Actually, it was your teammate DuBois' aunt who was the coach at the time, and she said, I've got a good starting 5. But I don't have any decent backups, and who you play against in practice really has a lot to do with how you get better during the season.
Yeah, it definitely has been hard finding who's our starting 5 and our bench players. Our starting 5 has rotated a lot throughout the season, but I think it's good I think we're good at where we're at right now, where we have bench players that can produce and a starting 5 that can produce too, as well.
Well, and that's and you're one of those coming off of that bench the last 2 nights with 8 points.
Yeah.
You okay though? I noticed a couple of different times Mount got the wind knocked out of you.
Yeah. After last night, I think I could take anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm good.
All right, Katie. Congratulations. Shout out to anybody.
I just would say shout out to Marin. She works her butt off, and, it pays off tonight and yesterday, getting her threes in and, working her butt off.
All right, sounds good. We'll let you turn that headset over to SB Vergara. 8 points, 3 rebounds for Katie Walker tonight as the ladies came out victorious, 91-81. And we're going to welcome in Esperanza Vergara. Anybody call you Esperanza anymore?
Sometimes.
SB, 22 points, 6 rebounds. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your calf. You were rubbing your left calf several times. You got your feet taken out from you at one point, which I don't think helped that situation. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just
10-point win kind of helps the feeling, right?
Heck yeah.
Is it calf cramping? You got something going on?
The girl, all of her body weight went on me, and I already struggle with Achilles stuff, so it was a little,
all right,
rough.
So it's a little lower. Congratulations on the win. How's this one feel? 10-point win, especially, and I set it up with Katie. You guys are up 9-2, and then deja vu, wagon wheels come off, 17 straight. You're down, but you battle back and get the win. Talk about that.
Oh man, it's nice just because we've been in a drought, and everyone could see that. We've just been struggling playing as a team, and tonight we came out and we all played as a team. There wasn't just one player that stood out. Our whole team, from the bench to our starters, everyone was contributing, and that's what we needed.
Yeah, all 5 starters in double figures tonight.
Is it more a case of excited that you win or relieved in a way?
I think a little bit of both, because everyone wants to win, but we need to put in that hard work, and tonight we finally all put in the hard work. So.
Which you have been putting in work, and it's nice to see the fruits of your labor. You got to go on the road quick. One day of practice essentially, and then back at it again Tuesday night at Northwest. But definitely has to feel good to see the hard work pay off.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't know if you know this, but I've told some of your other teammates, I don't think you guys realize how much better this team is than last year's team. It really has improved. The record may not be what you want, but you can see so much improvement over what we had last year out on the court.
Yeah, we're super grateful for it. And we all know the history, and we're just trying to be better.
Try to forget the history.
Yeah. Rewrite it, if anything else.
Absolutely.
SB, anything else from your end?
Not much.
How many threes? What's your highest score that you've ever had? Now, I know you have 24 as a Rustler, but what's the most you've ever scored?
35.
35? Well, let's get you climbing towards that.
Yeah.
Did they take away a 3 from you today? I thought you had 5 threes, but their score reflected you had 22 points. But I thought you were well behind the line on all of them, were you?
Yeah, I was pretty far behind tonight. I had a lot of confidence.
She's mostly happy with the win, John.
Yeah.
Just
well, and that's it. We take that, but, you got to give her that 5th 3 because you've had a few games where you've had 4, I think.
Yeah.
And would have been cool to see that number 5. But shout outs to anybody?
It's my family back home and my sister, because she just gave birth to my new nephew.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah. Their family has grown by 2 feet.
Heck yeah.
All right, SB, congratulations to them.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations to you on the W here tonight.
Thank you, guys.
I was going to ask her if you've ever been to Craters of the Moon. I love that national park in Idaho.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
I might have to.
Put it on your bucket list.
Yep, absolutely.
Please do. SB, thank you.
Guys.
Congratulations, SB Vergara, with a 22-point performance and 6 rebounds tonight in a 91-71 victory over Eastern Wyoming, their first Region 9 victory of the basketball season. 91-81 was the final. We are at the intermission. The men's game. Men right now out in front, big, 56-38. 18-point lead. Their biggest was 25 at one point. 24 points for Sam Marbury. And look at this, Joel. It's a good thing the half ended because I don't have any more space on my score sheet for him. Not one more space.
The Kristen Newland score sheet.
Yeah, I was going to say, we might be seeing that make its appearance out there.
That was a Riverton High School gal who played at Stanford, obviously, who's part of that record that Tara Vandiver has of the most wins all time. That's got to be kind of cool. But the score sheet had 2 lines for her.
I had to make
the printed score sheet that you had at that time.
Had to make it bigger to fit all the stats in. Marbury right now, 24 points, 4 rebounds. Julian Roberts, 10 points, 6 boards. Lawrence De La Cruz, 10 points as well. Hollins with 3, Engel with 2, Duga Moroboto with 2, King Solomon has 3 in the contest. Central getting out rebounded by 2 by the Lancers. What does this stat sheet have? It's 18-17 there. I have it at 19-17 on mine. Micaiah Tarver, 13 points to lead the way for Eastern. Ryan A. has 6. 4 points apiece for the North leading scorer Micah Glover, as well as Hados Fitwi and Julius Crosby. Rodrigo Sanchez has 4 as well. 3 points for Ngomo. Central shooting it very well right now. 21 of 37 for the game, 57%. They are 8 of 16 from the arc. The detriment, if you will, if they had anything in the first half, would be only 6 of 11 from the free throw line, which is 55%.
And obviously, you got the big lead. Don't let it off to the start of the second half.
Right.
They can either get in the game or the game can simply end at that point.
9 points came off the bench for Central, who committed only 3 turnovers in the first half.
And I think they were mostly at the end, weren't they?
Yeah, I think late. On the other side, for the Lancers, 13 of 31, 42%. 2 of 7 from the arc, 29%. Free throws helping keep them where they're even at right now, 10 of 11 free throws. They did get 17 points off the bench in the first half for Eastern Wyoming as they trail right now. CWC is out in front, 56-38 at the break. Casper leading Western 55-28. So much like this one there at the half, it's even worse. Casper leading Western in that one. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll be back. It will be Eastern basketball as we come back from the second half. For the second half, 56-38, Central out in front.
This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Thanks to YDOT, who reminds you to buckle up every trip, every time. The second half is next from Rustler Media.
Gale's Carpet Floor and Home in Riverton and Altitude Interiors of Lander is proud to support Central Wyoming College athletic broadcasts, offering vinyl, hardwood, tile, and laminate flooring. All can be found online at galescarpet1riverton.com and altitudeinteriors.net.
The Wind River Casino has something for everyone when it comes to dining, and they're a great supporter of Rustler Radio. The Red Willow Steak and Seafood is open Thursday through Sunday from 4 to 9 p.m. The Buffalo Sportsbook Grill is open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Menus and more information can be found at windriverhotelcasino.com.
Support of Rustler Athletics comes from Sutherland's on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. Whether you have a minor repair or a large project, take advantage of Sutherland's many rewards. Sign up for our emails and monthly gifts. Save even more with the Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus consumer credit card. Apply online or see a store associate for complete details. You can order online for in-store or curbside pickup at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's of Riverton, helping you build it better since 1917.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is helping in the battle with COVID-19. This month, they are focusing on 2 crucial aspects of this battle: COVID-19 testing, and vaccination. Wind River Cares is offering free COVID-19 testing kits and strongly urge you to get vaccinated. You can call 856-9281 to obtain a free testing kit or inquire about vaccination. Together, you'll reduce the virus's spread and keep our community safe. Your health matters, so prioritize safety, stay informed, and work towards a healthier, COVID-free future. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare, your partner in this fight against COVID-19.
Rustler Radio is supported by Altitude Interiors by Gales and Lander. Altitude Interiors offers a wide range of flooring options, including carpet, laminates, luxury vinyl plank, and more. Additionally, they provide walk-in showers and custom rug binding services to match your specific size and material preferences. Installation services are available, and financing options can be discussed. Learn more about Altitude Interiors by visiting altitudeinteriors.net.
Your chance to win $10,000 and support Rustler Athletics. The Rustler 500 is coming.
Second half will begin with Eastern Wyoming possession. They'll trail the Rustlers at the current moment. 56-38 is our score. I'm John Gabrielson alongside Joel Kittle. Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the New Media Group for their sights, sounds. I'm providing the sound, but they're providing a lot of the sights, and I appreciate that. Noah and Connor. Connor, who's directing? Jill Warnberg is our director in radio and TV control. She was. Got some Taco Bell at halftime, and she's ready to go. Eastern dressed in black, triple on the way immediately, and pulling the trigger is Ryan A., and he knocks it down. He didn't start the first half, but he does the second half, and he buries that one.
Sometimes it's hard to keep up the intensity when you've got that big lead. I think that's Brad Schmidt's challenge right now with this team.
Wide open underneath. Roberts with a flush.
Nice pass that time.
Marbury with the assist. Roberts has 12.
Who leads the team in assists, by the way.
Another triple again. Ryan A. got it. Well, they left him wide open, and he buried another one. He's got 12 all of a sudden. Does Ryan A. from France, 6'5" freshman.
6 in the first half, 6 in the second.
Yeah. 4 free throws in the first half. Marbury working on Glover. Fires from 12. Left it short, but good rebound by Jaden Warren. De La Cruz back out to Warren. They'll reset. Solomon to Roberts. King penetrates, so he got bumped. Might have traveled with it instead. Nothing doing, and Binford, who starts the second half, gets the rebound, and he'll go score.
Also got it pushed off against...
It's a 12-point game now, as they have come out and outscored Central 8-2 here in the second half. Marbury
got some contact at that end, by the way.
King Solomon 1 for 4 on the day now. Gonna harm his three-point shooting average. Tarver at the top is no good. Solomon with a rebound.
Well, that would have been big.
Huge.
Of course, Glover hasn't really established his three-point shooting in this game either.
Yeah, he's been held to just 4 points right now. Solomon again going down the left side of the lane. They'll whistle it on the floor before he got there. Glover, first personal foul on Micah. Micah Glover from Brookshire, Texas. Sam Marbury for 3 on the outside. Triple, and a quick timeout by Brad Schmidt as Marbury gets free. He's got 27, does Sam. Central kind of stopping the bleeding a bit. They had gotten an 8-2 start to the second half by the Lancers. Back to a 15-point lead right now for CWC. Casper is well out in front of Western right now. 61-28 is the score. Western women defeated Casper earlier, 74-67. Central women defeated Eastern Wyoming 91-81. There is also the LCCC women tipped off at 4 against Northwest College.
Got that option to watch a lot of these games streaming in Wyoming, which you do not have, say, in like Region 18, for example.
You got to pay for that.
Well, that, I guess, is the difference. I was saying.
Exactly,
there,
yeah.
You have to pay for it.
Tarver, left side A, back up top. Pump fake Binford, jumps down low and puts it off glass and scores.
You don't have to pay for us. Maybe there's a reason.
We should have to write people checks for listening to us. That would severely prohibit my broadcasting career if I had to do that. LCCC leading Northwest women right now 38-23. How about Marbury deep in the left side corner, knocks down another triple. He's got 30. And that leading, that single game scoring record looming, being broken right now. Glover hounded by Jaden Warren.
Not looming. The reason being, if this continues to be a blowout, he will sit a fair amount of time in the second half.
I would have to concur with that, but he's at 30 at the moment with 17 left, and a near steal by Sam will get his third personal foul.
That could also be a factor.
Yeah, if he fouls out, for sure. Tell you about those scoring single game records. There's a steal by King Solomon, and he's going to be fouled at midcourt. 14th turnover on Eastern. Central has taken care of the rock today. Only 3 turnovers in addition to shooting 56% from the field. With a 16-point lead with 17 minutes left to play. James Woods holds the single mark at 38 as Glover
in the comeback of the sport.
Right.
Since records are difficult to find in some of that earlier stuff.
I have a 43-point performance that I've been told. I know Casey Hines as Marbury tried a 3. No good. Ball goes out of bounds into the Central bench and stays Central ball. So I've done this a time or two over the course of the broadcasts, but James Woods had 38 in 2020. Jesse White had 37. I know from, that ball's thrown away. 4th turnover on Central. Fitley for a triple, missed it. Nobody home.
You almost better make if you're going to take it when you've got nothing underneath.
Nobody home but Julian Roberts, who gets his 7th rebound of the game.
Probably his easiest rebound of the game.
They have a size mismatch on Fitley at 6 foot against the 6'10". Julian Roberts. He'll turn and make him pay, and he's got 14, and the lead is back to 18. Solomon guarding Glover now. Scooch it up top. Tarver for 3. Good. 16 for Tarver. Be interested to see Tarver's career high as driving and scoring is De La Cruz. He's got a dozen.
There's probably a lot of career highs for these kids in high school because they're probably like the first or second best player off their respective teams.
Glover guarded by Solomon. Gets free in the paint and scores. He's got 6 now. 13 off his average of 19, and then a bad pass by De La Cruz at the feet of Roberts. Jaden Warren's going to have it swiped away. 4-on-1, dish left side, and a flush by Ryan A.
Now that lead is according just a little bit, too.
Yeah, back down to 13. Tarver's season high is 24 against College of Southern Idaho. FYI. He's got 16 right now. Marbury. And he's going to be fouled on the way to the rack. And it'll be Central ball out of bounds. Foul is on Binford. Number 3 on MJ Binford. Subs all around for Central. As Marbury, De La Cruz, Roberts, Warren go out, staying Solomon with Wells, Engel, Hollins, and Beeman. Engel takes the inbound, finds Ryan Wells, guarded by Rodriguez. Solomon, he'll step, fire three, left it short. Not on his game today on that, unfortunately. Rebound by Tarver. 8 rebounds to go along with 16 points for Tarver. Glover fouled by King Solomon, and it'll be out of bounds to the Lancers.
Come on.
It's a 13-point game with 14 minutes left, and Glover's going to be fouled again by King Solomon and rejected underneath. The referee stepping in between as Glover and Solomon continue to exchange words. And that's 4 fouls on King Solomon, and he's going to have to come out of the game. And Sal Duga-Moroboto will check in, so you've got the other 5 checking in, and that's no disrespect, as Joel had mentioned. Not your starting 5, but the only other 5 on the bench. 13-point game. Stolen away by Beeman on the inbound.
That's a good look.
Gives it to Wells. Kicks it back to Brad. Beeman gets a pick. Now they'll run their offense. Hollins, Sal Duga-Moroboto. Right side outside, Beeman. Now Engel. Lucas to Hollins. Shot clock is wound down to 10. Hollins set his feet, misses the 3, but a rebound by Wells, and Duga-Moroboto is fouled. 3 rebounds for Ryan Wells in this ball game, 2 on the offensive end, and that foul is on Binford. That'll be his 4th. So he and Solomon each with 4 personal fouls.
Good to see Wells coach here last night.
Kyle Miller.
Pretty good player himself, and he was in high school and actually played in college in Montana.
Duga-Moroboto free throw is good. Kayri Rashed will check into the game. We haven't seen him in a while. He started the game, got 2 quick fouls, and he should be fresh because we haven't seen him in a while.
Part of that Phoenix Mafia.
14 minutes left to play. Sal gets both, puts the lead back to 15. Yet it feels like more than 15 with 14 minutes left. Rodrigo Sanchez gives it back to Tarver. He'll run down the lane, float it, and score it. 18 for Tarver. Beeman, left side corner, Hollins. Runs the arc back to Duga-Moroboto. Now Wells.
Interesting lineup for CWC because you really don't have a lot of scorers in this bunch.
Hollins, long 3, dish pans out. Tarver, another rebound. 9 rebounds to go along with his 18 points for Tarver. He'll get it back, fires it baseline, back up top. Loose through the hands of A. Knocked out of bounds by Duga-Moroboto with 14 to shoot. Eastern will keep, and we've got the under 14 media timeout. 13:03 left, a 13-point game. Precarious, weird 13-point lead right now for the Rustlers with 13 minutes left to play in the contest.
Peter and his mischievous fairy sidekick Tinkerbell visit the nursery of the Darling Children late one night, and with a sprinkle of pixie dust, begin a magical journey across the stars that none of them will ever forget. In the adventure of a lifetime, the travelers come face to face with a ticking crocodile, and of course the villainous Captain Hook. Don't miss Central Wyoming College's production of Peter Pan, with performances starting March 14th through March 23rd. Contact the CWC box office for showtimes and information, or go to cwc.edu.
Rustler Athletics helps foster academic achievement, leadership, community engagement, and pride. The Rustler Athletics mission is to help student athletes compete at the highest level in their chosen sport and help them build a foundation for a successful life after competition. A $100 donation to the Rustler 500 reverse raffle not only gets you a chance of winning part of $15,000, but also helps make a difference in the lives of CWC student athletes. The last ticket selected will win $10,000, but all money raised helps our athletes win. Check rustlerathletics.com for details, and thanks for helping out Rustler Nation.
Eastern out of the timeout. Triple Tarver. No good. Rashed will get the rebound, throws it back up in the air, and he throws it right into the hands of Bradley Beeman. Nice work, Engel to Tay Hollins, lays it up and in.
Remember I talked about that interior passing in the first half?
The sayer of Soothe right there. 15-point Rustler advantage, 12:30 left. A Euro step, left it short. Beeman lets it bounce first and then gloves the rebound. Up ahead, Engel ahead of the pack. He'll get the pass from Tay Hollins.
The return.
One good assist deserves another. Second basket of the game for Lucas Engel. 17-point advantage. Binford will check in next dead ball. Glover runs into Engel. Offensive foul. Take it off there. Lucas Engel steps in front, takes the charge. And Glover, who has been silenced for the most part today, has his second personal foul. 6 points, 3 rebounds for the Region 9 North leading scorer. And a 17th turnover. Rustlers with just 5 turnovers in the ball game. Marbury back in along with Warren. Beeman for 3, missed it. Engel was going to go get the rebound and a foul called on Eastern. Central will keep the basketball. 6th team foul. 4th personal foul on Carver. And then Marbury gets fouled again, and we'll go to the line, though.
Frustrated that he didn't finish it.
Rodrigo Sanchez with a foul. And to the line will be Sam Marbury. Second personal on Rodrigo, by the way. 30 points for Marbury. 24 of it in the first half today. And he gets that one. 31 now. And he is looking at tying Paul Brotherson and Henry Tanksley, who both scored 31 back in 2009 and 2018. His 32 ties his career high as a Rustler and ties that of Devin Rottweiler, who had 32 against Casper on this floor in 2019.
I remember having to show Brotherson where to go when he first showed up here on campus from Australia.
Shot missed, ball bounces into the hands. Tay Hollins, right side corner, triple, good. 8 points. Tay Hollins.
They got the reverse accordion going out again.
Yeah, 79-57, back to a 22-point lead. Their biggest has been 25. Glover in traffic. Good defense by Jaden Warren. And the rebound by Lucas Engel. 3 rebounds for the Riverton product. Marbury long triple, good. He's got 35.
Well, he's kind of scary for CWC. If Marbury gets a whole lot better, we may not have him for next year.
Yeah, exactly. That's the danger zone when you think about something like that. Ben Haruga battling the dribble and a blocking foul on Jaden Warren. Shot clock had trickled to 11.
Oh, the fastest hand raisings after a foul I've ever
He's
seen.
like, that's me.
Ain't go. No juice.
25-point lead. Coach Marbury underneath the basket, directing traffic. De La Cruz, Duga Moroboto, Warren, Roberts, and Marbury on the court for Central as we approach the midway point of the second half. 82 points for Central. Kick it in the corner, and is going to be an offensive foul. Jaden Warren steps in and takes it. Then Haruga pummeled him as Jaden Warren, they wipe off the 3, and Ben Haruga commits the offensive foul. 19 turnovers on Eastern now.
I think Jaden enjoys being pummeled.
Yeah, well, he got pummeled on that one for sure. Right side, Dugam Moroboto. Hook it. Juice gives it to Marbury. Step back. His foot is it looked like his toe was on the line. He's got 38, and that right there ties the single season modern day history record of 38 points set by James Woods in 2020.
I remember that game when James Woods just went off, and that was a three-guard lineup that was explosive. It wasn't always Woods that was the big scorer in that lineup either, which was interesting.
Sal ends up getting a foul on the stop-in play. Stepping back is Crosby. His shot is no good. Tapped out of bounds. It'll be Central basketball. So the next, like I said, someone had once told me that Anthony Williams somewhere back scored 43 in a game. And I went and researched the game they thought it was in the newspaper, and he had 36 in that one. So if Marbury can maybe put in a little bit more, even one more, as there'll be a foul called on the miss. And it's going to be on Eastern, and it's going to be on Rodrigo.
You see that game Doncic had last night?
73.
And he did it with the shooting percentage, like, what, 28 of 35 or something like that from the floor.
Had to hoist a bunch to get her done.
But that's not a lot when you think you made 28 out of 35.
Right.
And it was over 50% from three. I think 14 to 16 from the line, something of that sort.
Jaden Warren free throw is good. First points of the game for Jaden.
And why are so many people having these big games? Booker had 60, I think, last night, too, didn't he?
Yeah, aren't they supposed to be the best defenders in the world? In the NBA?
Doncic is one of those players who I think if he goes off, what can you do? Because he's that strong, he's that big as a guard.
Jaden Warren gets both. Micaiah Tarver in. 30-point Rustler lead now, as it had gotten down to 13 at one point. And the Rustlers have ballooned it back to 30. 87-57. Coach Tom Anderson talking with Rodrigo Sanchez on screen if you're watching on RustlerAthletics.com. Baseline triple is an air ball, but Tarver picks it up off the floor and scores.
It worked out well that he missed it that bad.
Exactly. Double-double for Micaiah Tarver. 10 rebounds and 20 points for him tonight. Marbury feeling it. Another triple. He's not going to get it, but he's going to get 3 free throws to take control of the single season scoring record, single game scoring record, I guess I should say, as he'll have 3 opportunities. That foul is on Binford, his 5th. And he stays in the game even though Marbury is shooting free throws, and he misses the first. Watching a little history in the making. Binford will check out. Glover will come back in. He's been held to 6 points today. Rodrigo back into the ballgame. Sanchez. That free throw right there will put Sam Marbury in the record books as the single game scoring, and add another one. 40 points for Sam Marbury. $89-59. Collins and Wells will check back in on the next whistle. Glover baseline. Nice shot there. You can see he's got that touch. He's a heck of a scorer. He's got a very nice touch to his Glover. That's just his 8th point of the game. De La Cruz almost lost it, then he throws it away instead. 6 turnovers, taking it the distance and missing it is A, and it's taken away by Marbury. 6 rebounds for Sam. Scoots it in the corner. Roberts' triple is good. 17 for Roberts. Add an assist for Sam Marbury on his night tonight. 6 rebounds and 40 points. And Central back up by 31 with 5 new Rustlers coming in. Next dead ball is...
You can throw a number of assists in there as well.
Right. Rebound by Marbury's triple is no good. And a long rebound to A. I think he sees that he's coming out of the game, and he's like, well, I might as well just chuck one up. One more. Glover's shot is no good. Marbury will get the rebound. Roberts gives it back to Sam. Left side, penetrates, takes it to the rack, puts it up and in. He's got 42 now. And Coach Schmidt will call a timeout and get him out of there. 7:19 left, and he's scored 42 in 33 minutes of play. He's got 7:19 left if they wanted to leave him out there, but...
And he sat for a fair amount in the first half as the second 5 were playing quite a bit.
42 points for Sam Marbury. A new single game high for Sam Marbury, eclipsing that 38 by James Woods back in 2020 and the 37 by Jesse White in 2022. 94-61, and I told you that 106 may be looming as well. For Central, they're 12 away from...
Is that the most points scored by them since they brought back basketball?
Well, I don't know, but
in
the series against each other, it's 106.
Yeah, I know. I'm just curious what it is all time for anybody.
Nice little runner by Crosby. I can tell you that for Central.
But you got club teams in there too, which is kind of a...
You can't be putting caveats on it on me.
The Wyoming All-Stars, for example.
Yeah, well, where does Little Bighorn fit in the mix?
They were college.
Tay Holland's triple on another rebound by Ryan Wells.
In fact, they're still a college. Don't they play at a lower level now?
They are, yeah, D2. Shot missed. Engel the rebound. So, okay. Taylor Prep, 129. Brad Schmidt's team did that.
I'm not going to call... I don't think a prep school should count. I think it has to be against a college.
127 over Little Bighorn. Jamie Stevens, first year back, 2008.
Okay, there you go then, I think.
Okay. There's Beeman for triple. It's good for Bradley Beeman. His first points of the game. 34-point advantage now, 97-63. They also scored 125 against Nebraska Tech, in which they won by 88, which is their biggest win margin. And it's King Solomon.
I'm curious who Nebraska Tech is. Is that
it was
an automotive school or a barber college?
Curtis Conde was the coach that year, and Nebraska Tech came in, and I remember they suited up their manager in the girls' game for real. That is not tongue-in-cheek. They actually did. And we've got a timeout on the court. 5:55 left to play in this one. Central by 34. History tonight. Sam Marbury dumping in 42, and Jaden Warren giving his best dance out there on the Rustler bench as well. Don't forget, CWC basketball camp next weekend.
The CWC men's basketball team is gearing up for their final youth camp of the season, and they want your kids to be a part of the action. The camp will be held on Saturday, February 3rd, and Sunday, February 4th, from 9 to 11 a.m. each morning. The camp is open to boys and girls from kindergarten to 8th grade. Whether your child is a seasoned baller or just starting out, there's something for everyone. Information for camp can be found on the Riverton RREC website. You can pre-register for camp or walk in the day of. Reach out with any questions, and see you at the CWC men's basketball camp on February 3rd and 4th.
5:55 left to play in the contest. Rustlers 97-63 on the Lancers. 34-point lead, their biggest of the night. And 34 is actually the most they've ever won by if this score holds up. 34. Triple good there by Rodrigo Sanchez to cut into that 34-point lead. We're going to interview players after the game, but it would be interesting as King Solomon will take it to the rack and score with the left hand. Would be interesting to see what Coach Schmidt had to say about being up 25 and then it getting down to 13, and then the next thing you know, it's back up to 30. to see what he would say about that. Tay Hollins will get the rebound on a miss and be fouled. Third rebound of the game for Tay. Hollins will go to the line with 5:18 left. Central will shoot 2 free throws on every Eastern foul from here on out. Get you a score on Casper coming up here in just a moment. Hollins' free throw is good. Casper leading 87-53 with 6:49 left in that ball game.
That took us to the century mark, by the way, that free throw.
Free tacos somewhere tomorrow. Oh, Mike Yowell just chimed in with that, as a matter of fact. Texting me as Tay Hollins gets both. He's in double figures with 10. Tay, as a matter of fact, has 13 for a career high against Lamar in a jump ball, and Lucas Engel ties up Tarver and will get the arrow to switch on the 20th turnover of the basketball game. Playing out the final 5 minutes of the ball game as Shimmy Solomon gets a shot to go in the paint. He's got 7. Didn't shoot the 3 like he would like tonight. 1 of 5 or 6, I think.
He didn't shoot it real well last night either, for that matter.
Ball batted around. Tarver ends up with it. Hooks it down low. Glover steps through, tries to score, can't, but is fouled. And Lucas Engel. Nope, it's not going to be on him. It's on Tay? No, it's on Ryan Wells.
First foul on Wells.
Hey, gentlemen, we're shooting 2. Shoot 2.
Glover, free throw, good. 9 points for Micah Glover.
Hey, gentlemen, shoot 1. Shoot 1.
Got our athletic director sending me voice messages during the game like I can answer them. Lob pass thrown away by Beeman. 7 turnovers on Central. Spitting Fitwe, he's going to be fouled. Wells and Engel in the area. It's going to be on Wells.
Got the old Fremont County sandwich there.
Second foul on Ryan Wells.
Free throw is good by Fitwe. He's got 5. First of the second half. 33 points from the Eastern bench tonight.
She's only 40-some points from the starters, 46 to be exact.
5 rebounds for Ryan Wells tonight. Beeman down low to Engel, working on Tarver. That's a nice left-handed move by Engel for 6 points. 105-69. 1 point away from their series record against Eastern. Glover in traffic, got it and won. He's got 12 as he edges closer to his average, but through the crux of this game, Warren and Solomon and the rest of the Rustler defense has taken control and has kind of held Micah Glover at bay, the North leading scorer. Foul was whistled on Beeman, his first. Glover gets the 3-point play. 13 points for Micah Glover. Dugam Moriboto takes it to the rack. That left hand from way outside. He's done that twice tonight. Off glass, he's got 6. Bench likes it if you're watching at home. Sal's career high is 8. He's got 6. Glover working on Beeman. Poked out of there by Beeman. Taken away. Wells dishes over to Lucas Engel. He'll miss the shot. Wells, though, will run down rebound number 6. Gets it back to King Solomon. He will fire it off glass and score. 9 for Solomon.
And most of his points have been coming inside, which is interesting.
Coach Anderson letting the official have it. That time down the floor with 3:03 left to play in the ball game. Now switches to the other official to give him an earful. Tarver from 15 will fall. 22 for Micaiah Tarver, 109-74. Solomon drains a 15-footer. He's got 11. Right side outside, draining the 3 is Ryan A. He's got 17 now. Long triple, gonna be batted out of bounds. No, Fitwe is gonna save it. Playing out the final 2:15 of this one. Central is taking control, and there's a Rodrigo Sanchez triple.
Had a few of those.
111-79.
You know, their defensive stats are going to be like averaging over 90 points a game against them, which is not a winning recipe typically.
Back door went right through the hands, and a double dribble. Going to give it right back.
Again, that was good interior passing again by Lucas Engel.
Yeah, it was, as Beeman just could not hang on to it. And then Ryan Wells, Barnyard Cat defense gets the double. 149 left in the ball game. 111-79 Rustlers.
That wasn't very good. That's the best cat I can do.
LCCC is holding on to a 3-point lead over Northwest with 5 minutes left to play in their ball game. Casper with a 90.
That's a gals game, I believe.
Yes,
right?
That is a girls game. Engel is going to get called for a foul on the other end. Thunderbirds with 3 minutes left, leading Western Wyoming by 33. So Gillette put it on Western Wyoming earlier in the week by 35-ish or so. And now Casper is doing the same thing to the...
And that's the team we lost to.
Yeah, that is the team that has beaten Central and handed them their only conference loss thus far. 98 seconds left to play in this one. Tarver at the line. Free throw is good. He's got 23. I do believe I had mentioned before that his career high, well, his season high, I don't know his career high, his season high came in a loss to CSI in which he had 24, and he matches that right here, does Micaiah Tarver, and he's going to come out of the game. Gets a pat on the back from his head coach, Tom Anderson. Final 90 seconds of this one ticking down, and the Rustlers.
Have we seen Rayon Ben Haruga before?
Yeah, he's out there right now.
Yeah, I just saw him check in.
He's got a rebound and a couple of fouls. As King Solomon now has 13 points as he scores that one. And Wells trying to step in front, commits a foul. And Ryan Wells, 3 personal fouls, 6 rebounds, and 2 points today. Setting a new high in the series. Central will win their second in a row in the series and 4th of the last 7. Ben Haruga misses the first free throw. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Now 1 for 3. 1:18 remaining. Rustlers will have won 6 of their last 7. They'll be 3-1 in conference play, 12-10 overall, and head on the road Tuesday night. King Solomon's turnaround no good, but a Lucas Engel rebound. He'll turn around and fire it up and in. 5 rebounds, 8 points for Lucas Engel.
He does it so unassuming like when he's out there.
Shot misses for 3, but Rodrigo Sanchez runs down the rebound. 17-footer the other side is no good. And King Solomon runs down the rebound and brings it into the front court, and he'll be fouled by Fitwe with 40 seconds left to play.
Interesting, they've kept him in throughout the end of the game, maybe trying to boost his confidence shooting or something, but all the other starters have sat for quite some time now.
Hollins had 10 and has sat. Engel in there with 8. De La Cruz with 12. Solomon with 13. Roberts with 17. And because he left with 7 minutes left in the game, we haven't talked about Sam Marbury in a while. He left after pulling down 7 rebounds and scoring 42 points tonight. And Solomon gets another 15 for King Solomon. 117-82. 35 seconds left. Glover missed it. Engel, the rebound. Shot clock put away. Game clock at 25. And Glover working on Solomon. You wonder if he's trying to get back closer to his average as well. He and Solomon have been talking the whole time, and they continue to talk as King does his talking by pointing to the scoreboard. Glover's been held to 13, but like I said, through the crux of the game, had 6. And referee stops play to talk with both Glover and Solomon, who continue to chatter while one is shooting free throws. Solomon knocks down the free throw. 16 for King. 118. Be very close to their. Solomon misses that free throw. Very close to a team high record as well. Fitwe wide open, triple, misses. Engel the rebound, and
you got to get across the 10-second.
Yeah, I was going to say they'll have to cross the 10-second count, and they do. Solomon will pull it back over. Glover's going to go. King thought about it. 3, doesn't. And this ball game is over. The Rustlers have won 6 of 7. They have won 2 in a row. They're 3-1 in conference play, and they are 12-10 overall. And this is where you want to watch everything. I
think everything's
Here's
fine.
the round of applause for Sam. 42 points for Sam Marbury, and yeah, everything's fine as everybody goes through the line. 118-82, your final. The Bailey Enterprises postgame show is coming up. How often have we got to say this in the last few years, but a Rustler sweep in Region 9 play?
Yeah. You know, this is a game, too, where we talk to the athletes typically after. I think I'd like to talk to the coach after this one.
Yeah, exactly.
If possible. It was kind of a different sort of thing because of the upswing of the team and where they stand in Region 9 and what the heck happened at Western Wyoming College.
Yeah, they got thrashed at Casper tonight as well. 118-82, your finale on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Rustlers victorious. Your Bailey Enterprises postgame show is next. You've been watching Rustler Basketball on Rustler Media.
Rustler Radio is sponsored in part by the Wind River Hotel and Casino. The Buffalo Coffee Shop proudly serves Starbucks. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., serving Starbucks coffee and beverages. The casino also has pastry items baked in-house by the casino's very own baker. The Buffalo Coffee Shop open daily from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. More information can be found at windriverhotelcasino.com.
At Fremont Chevy in Riverton, being in the community isn't just how we do business, it's our way of life. We think of our team, our customers, and our local community as one big family. For us, being community partners is more than just a source of great pride. It gives us a deep sense of responsibility. We are excited to bring you the scoreboard for Rustler Athletics on Rustler Media. See Fremont Chevy online and at North Federal Boulevard in Riverton.
County10.com supports this Rustler Radio broadcast. At County 10, their mission is to connect the communities that make up Fremont County. Whether you're looking for updated community news, the local events calendar, up-to-date job listings, the details about new businesses in town, the Student of the Week spotlight, or just want to watch local athletic events, County10.com is working to keep Fremont County communities connected.
We are back on the Bailey Enterprises postgame show. I guess I didn't hand that to you to put those on, but Sal Duga-Moroboto is up here in the press box with us alongside Tay Hollins after Central wins it big tonight, 118-82, the finale. Sal Duga-Moroboto with us tonight. 6 points, a rebound, but tell me about how it feels to be a part of this one tonight.
Feels pretty good, trying to get back in the groove.
Yeah, you've been a shoulder injury you've been nursing the last week or two?
Yeah, I was sick a little bit, came back, then the shoulder. So now just trying to get rolling, get back, and just be fully confident and all that.
Yeah, and talking about confidence, you guys have won 6 of the last 7. You're 3-1 in conference play, 12-10 overall, which on the other side of 500 has to feel good. But to win these last 2 the way you guys have done has to feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good. Now we're 3-1 going into this next week, trying to get to the top of that leaderboard.
Yeah, quick break, though. Just Monday practice and come back and go play Tuesday.
It's got to be awfully key, too, when you guys come in there and, nothing misses a beat there, because I saw the lead extended, actually, in the first half when the 5 off the bench came. That's got to feel pretty good, too, when you're in there.
Oh, yeah, it feels great. We play real good together. We play a lot together during practice, scrimmaging. So we got a lot of chemistry. We go hard. We got a lot of energy.
Well, you got to make the starters get better too. That's part of your job, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely push each other in practice.
Were you in Northridge when that terrible earthquake happened some years ago?
I wasn't alive.
Oh, okay.
My dad was though.
Just curious.
So I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Thought to throw you for a loop there.
History with Joel Kindle on here. So do you feel like you're getting more in the swing of things after being sick and a little injury and things like that? Is it you coming back to 100%?
Yeah, I think so. I think today was great. Just really run up and down the court a lot.
Yeah, more minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And on top of that, and it was nice to have a game. So it's a 25-point lead in the first half. It got down to 13 in the second half, maybe 12, I think, even at one point. But
12.
What was the mindset at that point with you guys? Coach say anything? You guys just pull the bootstraps up?
We were being a little soft, not going hard enough coming out of half. We at the bench, we locked in. We're like, all right, let's lock in. Let's figure it out. And that's when it started extending again.
Do you like it better playing the games back-to-back days or having space between the games?
I kind of like having back-to-back because that second game you feel – my body is not that tired from it, but I'm not sure about the guys playing 30, 40 minutes. But for me personally, I like playing back-to-back days.
You get a day off tomorrow, then you'll be back at it on Monday. Do you guys take a day off, or do you come and shoot on Sundays?
Personal on Sunday. So, if you want to get your own workout in.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So, yeah.
Shout out to anybody, Sal?
My mom and my brother, Yakimo. Shout out Yakimo.
All right. Thanks for coming up.
Yes, sir.
Congrats
Thank you.
on the dub. Good luck Tuesday. You bet. Sal Dugamora-Boda tonight as the Rustlers win it 118-82. And we're going to switch this off here real quick and let Tay Hollins put the headset on here tonight. Tay, congratulations.
Thank you.
You seem to be playing with a little more swagger and some confidence as of late as well. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm definitely, getting in the swing of things, getting more minutes and actually being around different type of lineups. So it's definitely beneficial.
Solid games the last 2 nights. 10 points tonight with 3 rebounds. Feeling comfortable from the arc. You had 7 points in the second half. You had 2 3-pointers. I guess kind of illustrates what you're talking about with that getting that confidence.
Yeah. Those corner threes are definitely where I want to be, though. For sure.
Don't be telling everybody that.
Yeah. I saw your confidence out there because I saw how you were frustrated when you missed one. That's what's interesting. Your confidence was such
Yeah. So. I mean, I just know I can hit those, and when it goes out, it doesn't make sense to me. So I got to try to find something different.
Everybody's excited when things are winning, but you guys have kind of been on an uphill slide. Casper got thrashed this afternoon.
Really?
They were down 30-something towards the late stages of that ball game. I'm going to
play Western?
Try to come back in here. Casper was up 93-62 with 2.5 left in that one. Final was 100-74. So the Western who beat you guys, I mean, has got to make you say, woulda, coulda, shoulda,
right,
I guess, and want to take care of business on the home floor. But Coach and I talked about these next 3 games. You've already won 2 of them handily. Now you got to go handle business on Tuesday night. Talk about Northwest a little bit.
Northwest. I mean, I personally haven't seen a lot of Northwest, but definitely same game plan. Get stops, do what we do, and we should be fine.
It's been a while since the Rustlers have kind of been in this 3-1 position in conference play, in coach's tenure as well, in his 6 years. And I think his enthusiasm, I think you guys are feeding off of that a little bit too.
Oh, most definitely. All the energy and all the enthusiasm from everybody feeds off it.
Northwest is probably one of the better student environments for any place.
They're a very tough team at home.
Region 9, actually. So that's a huge game. But if you don't take care of these games, it's not as huge a game, which is it's pretty cool about the whole thing.
Right.
Anything for us?
No.
All right, Tate, congratulations. Shout-outs to anybody?
Shout out my mom, my dad, and my 2 sisters, man.
All right. Thanks for coming up.
We had the all-California group up here tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, that is. Congratulations, Tay Hollins and the Rustlers tonight, victorious 118-82. I had put out an APB to see Coach Schmidt, but I do not see him.
I see him right there, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's down there playing with his kids. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it up here or not, and I know we've got crew that needs to get to where they need to go, so we're going to jump off of here as well. 118-82 the final, and got to throw this out there one more time. A single game scoring record modern day for Sam Marbury tonight. 42 for Sam, 17 for Julian, 10 for Tay Hollins, 12 for Lawrence De La Cruz, 8 for Lucas Engel. On the other side, Micaiah Tarver matching his career high at, a season high of 24 with 10 rebounds for Eastern. Glover held the 13. Had 16. Sanchez had 10 in the final score here tonight. With that, we're going to say goodbye and let everybody get out of here. We'll be back on the air Saturday afternoon when Gillette comes to town. Tune in Tuesday night.
I'm pleased to see them bring sports back there. That's kind of a neat thing. They've got a great facility to do it with as well.
Yeah, be sure to check out the Rustlers Tuesday night when they travel to Northwest. You can find a link to watch at rustlerathletics.com and a lot of the Facebook pages as well. For that. Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew here tonight. Women win 91-81. Men win 118-82. A Region 9 North sweep for the CWC Rustlers. For Joel Kindle, I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for watching. This has been Rustler Athletics and Rustler Media.
That concludes the